It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's the final. The NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's the final game of WildCard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC WildCard game. And this will be a touchback as over the end line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw on second down, Costello. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Starts the drive on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Sweeney. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Costello going out wide, finds Chubb. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Costello got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sweeney. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Off the bootleg. Sweeney. Claypool with another catch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A nice throw there. And, you know, this game, a true rarity. Not one, but you got 2 rookie quarterbacks facing each other in the playoffs. What do you think, Charles, that says about the state of quarterback play in today's NFL?
I'm glad you asked that question because all week in preparation for this game, I thought about that, and what I've landed on is this.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Sweeney. That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off play action. Sweeney on the move to his left. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On first down, Sweeney able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding it over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw from his end zone. Costello. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Costello. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. On the return is Olszewski. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
on third down. Sweeney. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Costello out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They run again with Harris. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On second down, this is Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on third down, Sweeney looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Costello. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down. Sweeney completes it to Austin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sweeney finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, Sweeney. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off play action. Sweeney steps away. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Connor Hayward from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football. That deficit stays right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. Off the play fake. Costello. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Sweeney. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Costello. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the path.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kene Nwangwu, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the give, this is Harris. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.